Hello everybody. Yeah, it's early Monday afternoon. Really warmish. I mean, it's in the 80s today. Just a really warmish day. Pretty windy. Hopefully I'm in a sheltered enough area that I don't get a lot of wind noise. First place I went, the wind was, even though it was in my face, it was just intolerable. But anyway, I'm going to do one today. A brewery I'd never even heard of. Out of Chicago, called Local Option. I'm going to do their Blood of the Kings, of with a V. There's the Local Option logo. Never heard of them. Apparently they're a brew pub and they bottle a little bit. I went to the website and they got a lot of beers, but most of them are only on tap. We got a couple here bottled. I got one of each, so I'm gonna try them. It's always nice to try new breweries. No, well, not always nice, but usually nice. Sometimes you get some pretty bad beers. It says on the bottle, this ale is brewed with only the finest ingredients of malt, hops, yeast, water, time, and temperature. Alcohol 6% ABV. From the website, it says style red wheat ale. Like I said, ABV 6%. It says availability draft in 500 ml bottles. It says at the peak of summer 1631, King Gustavus Adolphus led thousands of Swedish troops into northern Germany. Following the destruction and subsequent plundering of the Brandenburg Adolphus army marched through the, and they need to use some punctuation. Adolphus army marched through the endless wheat fields en route to Bavaria. Brewed with copious amounts of red wheat, Blood of the Kings is aromatically driven by bread, biscuit, and notes of exotic fruit. Hazy and medium bodied, the beer has a rich, creamy mouthfeel with a dry, bitter, and slightly sweet finish. Unbound by the Reinheitsgebot, Blood of the Kings would certainly have been the vital fluid of victory for the Swedish monarch as he spilled blood across the wheat fields of northern Europe. Apparently they've got a lot of their names spelled oddly, and apparently they're trying to be some sort of European brewery, but sounds interesting. Like I said, I never heard of this brewery before. Of course, I've never had this beer before. So let's get the cap off and see what we have. Just a plain red cap, nothing worth saving. Came off hiss, a little bit of smoke. Whoa, big head there. Lots of tiny bubbles. So I better pour fairly carefully. I don't know if these are, that's pretty hazy. I bet these are bottle conditioned beers, so be interesting to get to the bottom. I know I'm not going to get this 500 ml bottle in this pint glass. We got a really hazy kind of there's some brown to it, but kind of a reddish amber color. A ton of carbonation streaming up, a lot of small bubbles. Got a good 2.5, almost 3 fingers of I can smell that from here. The wind's kind of in my face. Of a creamy, slightly off-white head. Really fluffy looking foam. I think that's going to stick around for a good long while, but there is a ton of carbonation streaming up in that. So let's get a nose on it here. I know I'll be able to smell it because I already got a whiff of it from this far away. So, okay, yeah, oh yeah, you're getting those wheaty notes. It's really malty, toasty notes. Oh, getting some lemon zest, almost a brown rice smell. It's really, really earthy. Got that lemon tang. Got some floral notes with some kind of a grainy husk-like aroma. Definitely getting a toasted caramel and the malt, and I don't know what kind of or toasted malt and the caramel and yeast. I'm getting some yeasty notes. I'm not sure what kind of notes again. And a little bit of that bubble gum there that you sometimes get from wheat beers. I know this is red wheat, so it smells like it's going to be sweet with just maybe a touch of some citrus, like citrus peel, and maybe some pear. It's bready and fruity at the same time. So let's get a taste. If I can get through the head. Oh wow, yeah, that wheat is really coming through on the taste. Again, almost like that brown rice note, some toasty notes. There's a slight tanginess to it. Like there may be just like a squeeze of lemon juice in there, but getting the caramel and the bready notes and those fruity notes too. Apples and pears primarily, and some citrusy notes, some herbal notes. It ends with a fairly bitter, but not really bitter, slightly sour finish. Nice tasting beer. It's they say medium. I think they said somewhere they said medium mouthfeel, but it's like a medium light. It's fairly light. That carbonation really gives it a prickly feel on the tongue. Like I said, mild bitterness there on the finish, and kind of dry on the back end. Just an interesting beer, that's for sure. Not sure I've ever tasted one quite like this. So let me sip on this. I'll add the rest, and I'll come back in a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. Gonna end this pretty quick. Had a couple guys showed up on mowers. One on a regular mower, one on a big ass tractor. They're making. Oh, get out of here, B. Good grief! Got a wasp. Yeah, got a wasp. But there he goes. But anyway, yeah, this is a very interesting beer. It's different. I'm not sure what style I'd call it, if I could even give it a style. Whatever it is, I liked it. It's really nice, nicely complex. Not something I'd take down like in a session beer or anything, but it's really well balanced. Very tasty, very drinkable, really enjoyable. It's an odd beer, but it's an interesting beer, so I'm going to give, and I'd recommend trying it if you see it. The Blood of the Kings from, actually, looking at the bottle, it says brewed and bottled by Pub Dog Brewing Company in Westminster, Maryland. So it wasn't not brewed by local option in Chicago, but it's got their name on it. So I'm going to give it a good solid, 9 out of 10. Blood of the Kings from local option beer worker is what it says. I'm a 9 out of 10, darn good beer. Really interesting beer. One of the oddest beers I've had, but very tasty. So until next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.